Some stores out there like Walmart is now warning prices could go up because of tariffs. Home Depot says that's probably not going to happen at its store.
Don't go back to Home Depot until you hear this. Because what's really happening inside those giant orange warehouses isn't in the flyers, isn't on the shelves, and definitely isn't something they want you asking about. You walk in looking for a hammer and walk out wondering how you just spent $146.43 on tiki torches, seasonal candles, and something called a shrub rake. Let's cut through the sawdust. Home Depot is playing a game, and unless you know the rules, you're the one getting nailed. This isn't just about overpriced lumber or that light fixture that broke 3 weeks after installation. This is about how Home Depot manipulates your behavior from the moment you step through those automatic doors. Let's start with the floor plan, because that's where the madness begins. Ever notice how the layout never stays the same? Tools that were in aisle 5 last week are now in aisle 17. That toilet repair kit you swore was next to the paint? Moved again. This constant reshuffling isn't because someone in corporate got bored and wanted to freshen things up. It's intentional. Home Depot treats their layout like a casino does slot machines. Move things around just enough to confuse you and keep you wandering. And the longer you wander, the more you toss into your cart. A study found that every extra minute a customer spends in-store increases their chance of making an unplanned purchase by 15%. That's not just psychology. That's cold, calculated strategy. You're not lost. You're being led. But wait, it gets better. Related items? Split up like a bad breakup. Screws are in aisle 12, drill bits in aisle 4, and cordless drills are hiding by the patio furniture for no apparent reason. You're zigzagging the entire store for things that should be on the same shelf. It's like putting peanut butter in the pet aisle and jelly next to the plumbing. And then there's the seasonal section. Home Depot's personal wonderland. Walk in during July and you'll see snowmen giving side-eye to lawnmowers. Christmas lights during a heat wave? Check. Giant inflatable pumpkins in August? Absolutely. These displays aren't mistimed. They're designed to create urgency. You weren't planning on buying fake snowflakes and flip-flops, but suddenly you're picturing your December mantle and the cart gets fuller. Impulse items? They're the real breadwinners. That's why batteries, phone chargers, $9.99 flashlights, and LED nightlights are always staged at the ends of aisles and right by the checkout lane. These are called high-margin traps, and they're placed where your resistance is lowest. You've been chasing down toilet flanges for 40 minutes. What's another $5 for a headlamp you'll never use? And just when you think you're free, the checkout line hits you like a final boss. You're boxed in by a gauntlet of junk drawers in waiting, bungee cords, dog toys, gloves, car fresheners, single-use toolkits. It's retail chaos wrapped in zip ties. And it works, because at that moment, you're tired, your guard's down, and they know it. The result? You came in with a list and left with a receipt that reads like the inventory log of a small militia. But here's the wild part. That's just what happens before you even look at the prices. Next, we exposing the numbers, price tag codes, fake discounts, online price tricks, and how Home Depot quietly charges different people different prices for the exact same item. So hit that like button if you've ever gotten lost in the lumber section, and subscribe to Frugal Pro because the orange apron doesn't mean they're working for you. So you survived the maze, you dodged the snowmen in July, ignored the flashlight at checkout, and finally made it to the price tags. But here's the kicker. The real trick isn't what they're selling, it's how they're pricing it. Let's talk about Home Depot's secret price code system. Ever notice how some items end in .88? That's usually a clearance item. Sounds good, right? But then there's the point. 0, 3 endings. Those typically mean the product is discontinued. Here's where it gets sneaky. Just because it's on clearance or discontinued doesn't mean it's the best deal. That point 03 item might actually cost more than a brand new product sitting one shelf over. And no one tells you this. There's no legend posted by the aisle. You have to either work there or watch Frugal Pro to even stand a chance. Then there are the special buy tags. Bright, bold, impossible to miss. These scream deal in capital letters. But what's actually going on? Most of the time, these are bulk orders. Home Depot buying huge quantities at a discount. Sounds fair, except they don't always pass those savings on to you. In some cases, the special buy is priced the same or higher than identical products without the shiny label. It's like raising the price of a candy bar to $3.99 and then offering a buy one, get one free deal to make you feel smart. You're still paying more. You're just paying it with a smile. Here's another one: online versus in-store pricing. Ever check a product on HomeDepot.com and see it's cheaper than in the physical store? That's not a glitch. That's the system working exactly as planned. Sometimes the same product is $5, $10, even $20 cheaper online. But if you're not checking, you'd never know. Worse? Some discounts only exist in the app. And if you're not using your phone to shop, congrats. You just paid full price for something a teenager with a smartphone got cheaper while scrolling TikTok. Think older customers are benefiting from the everyday low price promise? Nope. They're being priced out of the digital-only deals because they don't download apps or dig through promo codes. It's digital discrimination, Home Depot style. Now let's talk price tags. Ever seen the shelf label say one thing, but the register says another? Yeah, welcome to retail roulette. Price updates don't always sync. The tag might say $14.97, but it rings up at $19.99. And suddenly you're in aisle 12 arguing like a defense attorney with a photo from your phone. Even bulk deals, those giant signs that scream save big when you buy more, can backfire. In plenty of cases, buying 3 small items individually is actually cheaper than buying the bulk pack. They bank on the assumption that more equals cheaper, but they don't expect you to do the math. And if all of this makes you feel like you need a calculator and legal team just to buy a rake, you're not wrong. Because here's the punchline. Home Depot's pricing structure is designed to make you feel like you're saving, while they control exactly how much profit they're making on every SKU. Let's talk about returns. Because on paper, Home Depot's return policy sounds generous. 90 days, no problem, just bring it back. But in reality, it's a landmine field wearing an orange apron. Start with this. Try returning a product without every single piece it came with. We're talking screws, tiny washers, plastic tabs, zip ties you threw away without a second thought. Missing anything? Good luck. Returning a new product with one piece missing is like trying to return a jigsaw puzzle with one corner gone. Doesn't matter that the rest is pristine. They'll look at you like you just handed them a half-eaten sandwich. Power tools? Furniture? Multi-part assemblies? Welcome to Return Limbo. One missing instruction manual or piece of foam packaging can get your return rejected, no matter how new or unused the product is. It's not customer service, it's retail court. And if you think store credit is a nice fallback, think again. Credit from a return isn't cash. It's limited, expires, and only works in store. You can't transfer it, you can't use it online, and it's worth less than the cardboard it's printed on. It's like receiving a gift card from someone who doesn't like you. But here's where things go full Black Mirror. Home Depot tracks your return history in a national database. Every time you return something, they log it. Doesn't matter if you had the receipt, followed the rules, or smiled at the cashier. Too many returns and you get flagged. No warning, no alert, just bam. You're suddenly the problem customer. What does that mean? It means restrictions. Suddenly, you can't return without a receipt. Then, it's store credit only. Then, it's sorry, we're denying this one. And you never know where the line is because they won't tell you. The rules are invisible, but the punishments are real. They'll scan your government-issued ID at the return desk for verification. But what they're really doing is feeding that return tracking system. That same system quietly watches your habits across locations, logging how often, how recently, and how much you return. It's like being put on a secret list for returning a defective ceiling fan. And it gets worse. Different product types have different return windows. Electrical parts, tools, outdoor equipment. Some of them give you only 30 days. Others, no returns at all once opened. And you won't know that until you're standing at the return counter with a box that's been opened for 31 days. Meanwhile, the people behind the counter aren't the problem. They're just reading the script. But even they don't always know what's allowed. Ask 3 different employees about the same item. You'll get 3 different answers and a 4th one from the manager. And that's if you even find someone to help you. Because getting actual service at Home Depot is like spinning a wheel of retail fortune. And most of the spaces say, "Sorry, I don't know." So you made it through the maze, beat the pricing traps, and somehow survived the return policy gauntlet. But now comes the final boss fight of shopping at Home Depot, trying to get actual help. You walk in with a question, maybe about paint, maybe plumbing, maybe just where they keep the caulk guns this week. And what do you get? A 50-50 chance between someone who knows their aisle like the back of their hand, or someone who just learned what a wrench looks like 5 minutes ago. It's not their fault. Home Depot's staffing model is built on part-time schedules, high turnover, and seasonal workers who get just enough training to say, "Let me find someone." Some employees are cross-trained to handle 3 different departments, paint, hardware, and outdoor, on the same shift. That's like asking your pizza guy to also install your water heater and then walk your dog. It's chaos in a name badge. The result? Inconsistent info. One worker tells you to buy product A. The next tells you that product A is garbage and you should have gone with product B. By the time a manager chimes in, you're wondering if you accidentally walked into a game show where the prize is buyer's remorse. And don't even think about calling the store. Phone support is a maze of transfers, hold music, and conversations that go nowhere. You get bounced from tools to lighting to please hold, while someone yells in the background. Need a delivery rescheduled? You might need 3 callbacks, a lucky coin flip, and a prayer to the customer service gods. Online chat? Scripted responses, like arguing with a robot that graduated from the school of copy plus paste. Chat reps rarely have the power to fix anything and end up sending you back to the store, the same one you just left in frustration. So, what do most people do? They turn to HomeDepot.com, hoping the online experience is smoother. Spoiler, it's not. Ordering online sounds like a dream. Shop from the couch, skip the crowds. But in reality, it's a frustrating game of digital whack-a-mole. You order white paint, they send yellow. You click for cordless, they ship corded. You ask for 10 tiles, get 8 and a broken one wrapped in hope. Then there's the delivery window. You clear your day for that 10 a.m., 2 p.m. drop-off, only for it to arrive at 6 p.m. Or not at all. And the tracking? Useless. It'll say, out for delivery for 3 days. One customer said it felt like their dishwasher took a road trip before arriving. with dents. And if something's wrong, the return is a marathon. In-store returns are instant. Online, 7 to 10 business days for a refund if you're lucky. Need to rebuy something fast? Too bad. Your money's in limbo. Even store pickup can go sideways. You show up to get your order, and it's not there. Employees can't find it, the system says it's been picked up, and you're stuck proving you're not making it up. It's like hunting for buried treasure while the map keeps changing. And through it all, Home Depot is quietly building a digital profile on you. Every purchase, every return, every click, every aisle you lingered in while connected to their store Wi-Fi. Their app? It asks for microphone access, location, and camera permissions just to help you buy a shower curtain. And most people tap accept without reading a word. That means they can track your movement in-store, listen when you use voice features, and even map your behavior across devices. You look at patio sets in the app? Expect to see ads for lawn chairs on Facebook, Instagram, and your Aunt Martha's Pinterest. Your entire shopping history, what you buy, return, and even consider, is used to predict your spending habits, adjust your offers, and tweak pricing. It's like having a stalker, but instead of following you home, they just follow your credit card. The craziest part? They share that data with third parties. So while you're standing in aisle 18 debating between faucets, somewhere a marketing firm already knows which one you're going to pick. Bottom line, Home Depot isn't just a hardware store. It's a data collecting, layout shifting, price manipulating machine. And now, thanks to Frugal Pro, you know how to beat it. If this video opened your eyes, smash that like button, drop a comment about your worst Home Depot moment, and subscribe to Frugal Pro because saving money starts with knowing the game. Stay sharp, stay frugal, and don't let the orange apron fool you.